Hi everyone, Kathy Maxon, Craft Creations by Kathy. Can you guys stand another yarn gnome? I know I have showed the yarn gnome before, but I'm going to do a patriotic one. So I want to do like a red and white striped, kind of like to make it look like the flag in the beard. So we're going to try that, and we're going to do a blue top. I got some wood stars. I got some painting white. It was a 3 size from Hobby Lobby. Get 135 pieces for $4.49. And if you have any of this, the pumpkin with the hat, that's what I'm going to use. So first off, we're just going to cut all the tinsel off. You can cut it off, save it, or unwrap it, save it. But just remove all your tinsel from the wreath frame. And then we will wrap the hat. So let me get that done and I'll be back. Okay, all the tinsel is removed. Next thing I'm going to do, we're going to cut these nubs off. You can leave them on if you want. I just take mine off. We are going to leave some. We're going to leave the 3 on the edge of the hat on both sides. So you leave those 3, and I'm going to leave the 3 on the tip of the hat. That will just help so the yarns don't fall over when you're going to wrap them. So all you got to do is just have your cutters the right way. And we're just going to cut those off. So again, I'm going to leave the 3 there. I'm going to cut even these ones here in the middle. So I will do that and be right back. Okay, you may want to screenshot this so you can see the 3, and the 3 there. So we got the yarn bee, I got the navy, 30% off at Hobby Lobby. So $7.99, I paid $5.60. We're gonna do the blue. I always like to pull my yarn out from the middle. I usually still use this hanger that you get on. And then I just usually put it more down here instead of it comes way up there. So you need your zip ties. And I'm just going to zip tie it to the back of this middle bar here. Sorry, my setup is really close. My husband moved where my camera hooks up. And now I just feel like I'm always out of the shot here. So then we're just going to kind of just wrap it around. So you see how I just wrapped it around that first side nub. And then I'm going to go under that nub. So your center here is going to get bulky. Because your outside has to catch up. So right now I'm going to hold my hanger down so it stays out of the way. This is what the back looks like. The back may, look like it's uneven, but that's okay. We just care about the front. So now that I'm kind of near this hanger, I'm going to put it up because now I don't want it to go behind the yarn or under the yarn. I want it so then I'm going to be able to hang the hat or the gnome. I think I was recording when I wasn't recording, and so this is how far I got. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap till we get to this end side of the hat. Then I'm gonna go to the outside and work my way back in, if that makes sense. And I checked my stash. I have 4. I have 4 of these, so I could make 4 more gnomes. I don't know, I really want to start working on fall, but it's not even summer yet. I mean, I know for craft shows and that, you know. Hobby Lobby's, I was just there the other day picking up the blue yarn, and they have their greenery out for Christmas already. Okay, so this might be my last one that I'm going to do here. Because I want to be able to squeeze one more in there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to now zip tie this end to this middle bar. Just so if it comes undone, at least it's not going to unwrap the whole thing. So we were going, so I'm going to now start this way. So I did like 3 in front of that, those two pegs. So I got a lot left. So I probably almost got like a yard left. So then this is going to go to the outside now of the hat. But I'm going to do one more. I'm going to squeeze one more in here. And I want this one to now go inside this bar on the hat. Let's get it pushed in place. Just trying to squeeze a lot in there at once. And then when you come back here, I'm going to find a bar somewhere. And I'm going to zip tie it to the bar. Am I at the bar? Oh, it's right there. So you just got to feel your way through. Make sure my zip tie is going to be the right way. And I don't want any other pieces to come in here. Okay, so we got that. Make sure, oops, dog hair, lily hair. Now you see this looks like it's starting to come off over here, so let's fix this. Okay, before we tie it off, now I gotta undo all this. So you see how it's kind of loose over here? See, I just pulled that right out. Let's fix that. So it's fine. Nothing we can't fix. Oh, see, I just didn't have it around a bar. Maybe I should get this around my bar first. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to have that. Hopefully it'll stay in place. I'm going to go, let me get this all out. I'm going to turn him upside down because I was doing that with my left hand. And I'm a righty. Okay, I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to do one around the outside. We're going to do two around the outside. Maybe I just had too much. So now let's go to the other side. So let's only put two. See, it just, but it still looks like. I'm going to put two behind the top one, and I put 3 behind that one down there. And see, I can make it so much tighter now. I'm going to squeeze 1 in there. Then I'm going to come up here through the middle. And I want to go on the other side of this hat, the outside of this hat. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Oops, no, I got, whoopsie, it's everywhere. Okay. Let's get this squeezed in down here. I can pull it tight up there. Oh, and I should have made my zip tie go that way. So I need it, here's the back end back here. And it is the wrong way. You feed this tail, because we know we were by a bar. We know we attached it. So all I'm going to do is, before I cut it, I'm going to zip tie this end. Oh shoot, it just came out. See how much fun it is? I'm just going to fill where that bar is again. I'm going to stick both sides around it. But I don't want to get a piece of yarn in it. Does that make sense? Oopsie. Come on, I can feel it. I just can't pull it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pull that yarn down, do a zip tie around it, pull as tight as you can, clip it off in here, and then now you can clip your yarn. So now what we can do is pull this one piece that's at the bottom down here. I can kind of pull it up so it hides the top of our brim. So that's our brim. And then I'll put stars. I have the 3 different sizes. I picked the 2 smallest that I painted. But there you have it. Okay, on the other yarn gnomes, I think I had cutting at 12. I'm going to cut them at 11, and you don't want to stretch it. So with loopy yarn, there is like a space in between the 2 loops. So here you have your 2 loops, and you got this space. We're going to be cutting in between the space. So you don't want to pull it tight, whatever. You just kind of lay it, and wherever there is a space close to your 11 that goes over, that's fine. Just cut it in between. So again, so whatever is close to the 11 goes over, goes under, like the loop is right at 11. So I'm going to cut it behind that loop. And you don't want to stretch the loop out. You want to measure from where the edge is and not the loop, if that makes sense. think I need 10 for my first row. 9, 10. And what we're going to do, so we're not going to do anything down at the bottom. We're going to put outside, we're going to put something at each cross, and then we're going to come back and put some in the middle. But to make it, I'm hoping to make it look like it's striped, I'm going to put red on the outside. I'm going to put red in the middle. Then put white and white in the middle. And then this guy is just going to be a single red. It's not going to be two. But we'll see how that goes. So the red, take your piece. We're going to do 2 in each section. Take your piece, fold it in half. And again, find the spot in between the loops. Fold it in half, find the spot between the loops. I want to make sure I get these tight. You cut them off at the end. So we're going to do red there. Normally I go and do all my crossbars. But we'll try this one different. So again, find your center in between. This red is super soft. This yarn is just, so we're going to go in the center of this section, 2 pieces. So like I said, you can just push those to the back and cut those later. Then we're going to do a white at the crossbar and a white here. So we're going to put 1 red there. I thought I said I needed 10. 2, 4. The others must have fallen on the floor. Oh, they're probably over there. So we're going to do the red here in the center. Let me get where my thumb is where I want to zip tie it. That's the center. So you can just flip that to the back and you just cut them all at the same time. And we're going to put a red there. And it might be that this is too much red on the side. I don't know. We will see. Push it to the back. So then what you can do is just come back here and clip them all. There's that. I just think these might be too bulky. And if that is the case, if this is what I'm looking for, then we'll just put red on each crossbar and we'll put white in the centers. Let's cut some white and see. Like I said, the white is not as soft. It is not as soft as the red. So again, same thing. Around the 11. So we'll need 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces of white. Same thing, find the center. This will be easier to see. Find the center. We're gonna get fuzzies. So that one's in the center. So I need this one on the crossbar. Come on. We're gonna need this one in the center. I'm just trying to look to see how I like I said, I may not like the big thick centers or the outsides, and then the center only has one. Stick it to the back, we'll tighten it. Let me get this one in. If I don't like it, I mean, the loopies are, you know, it's not like I'm cutting them at different lengths. So I'm just wasting zip ties if I don't, and if I make them thinner. Just because I didn't think about that, I'm doubling up the yarn in each bundle anyways. Because I kind of think, I'll have to look at this more, because I kind of think the one is just going to be lost here by itself. Because these technically got 4, because I have 2 in each section. So I may pull them and just do the red at each crossbar. I mean, it's looking like I want it to look, but I just think these are too much with this little bit in the middle. I'll have to ask my husband's opinion. But for now, I'm going to pause. Okay, after reviewing what I had done, took some pictures, asked my husband, I changed, instead of doing 2 red, 2 white, so it would have been these 2 red, these 2 white, these 2 red, these 2 white. I changed it to the crossbars are red and the centers are going to be white. I like this better. So then we're just going to continue on. We're going to do this section now, or this row. So find your center. We're going to attach it at this crossbar or at this outer edge. I'll put the zip tie to the back. Let's just get all the reds in. Make sure we're still looking like stripes. I hope you guys like this instead of the wider as well. So again, I'm just kind of finding the center, and we're going to put our hands in between the 2 loops. Get our zip tie ready. I think the tricky part is going to be up by the brim, because this corner is going to line up more with the white, and we just may have to go that route. the red may only have these two sections on the side. Push that to the back so they're all to the back. Okay, let's get the whites in. And I don't know if it will continue to look like a stripe, just because, you know, when you fluff it. So I find in my center. Let's find the center of this section. Put that to the back. I got fuzzies all over. How do you like that? I think that's looking really super cool. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the nose in, and then we'll figure out how we want to do the edges. So you just need to pick up some knee highs. There's 6 pairs. And I only got 2 left. I'm going to use a glove just so they don't snag on my fingers. So I'm going to just put one inside the other. Is all I'm doing. So we just put 2 of the knee highs together. Get yourself some stuffing. I just buy stuffing from like Walmart, Joann's, any craft store. So depending on how big you want your nose, I kind of just like pull it apart. And then we're just going to put the stuffing here, and you're going to put it in the middle of your stocking. So you're going to have some on both sides. So then you just kind of try it out. This is how big you want your nose to be. You know, with the stuffing in there, you can... So we're going to put it around this middle bar. Turn it over. Oops. You could just use 1 nylon if you want. You can try to form it how you want your nose to be. He's got a pretty big nose, doesn't he? So then all I'm going to do is just tie this in a knot back here. Maybe. And then I just do a third. And then all you got to do, cut it off. And that's how you just tie your nose on. So now you can come back over here. If you want, we can kind of turn it to make it go that way. And then we're going to see where we need to put. So I usually always put one back underneath the nose. It'll help hold the nose up. So I think I need some more pieces cut. So I'll need 2 here for red. I'm gonna put 1 under his nose. Like I said, it kind of help holds. So I need 2, so I need 5. So I'm only gonna put a 1 piece under his nose. So for now, we're just gonna do 5. Same thing, we're just gonna find the center. This time I'm just gonna put it on this bar, that center bar right underneath his nose. Remove the zip tie to the back, but what I wanna do is I wanna push my yarn up as high as I can. So then that's just gonna sit under his nose and it will help kind of hold it up. So then what I wanna do here, I'm gonna try to find the bottom of the hat and put, oops, I wanna make sure I get over. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I got over the bar. Push that to the back. Tighten it up. So then this one, it's kind of like, it kind of goes up into the hat part. So there's all that. Of course, they don't look like he has stripes right now. So we need to put 2 whites right in here. So we'll do 2 on each side. So I'll at least cut 4 more. Again, we kind of want to find where the bottom rim is of the hat, but in between the blue. So if I pull downwards, I'm good. It doesn't come out. Get our 2 pieces, find the center. Flip that to the back. It's somewhere. I thought I flipped it. Here it is. Sorry, I'm just kind of fluffing. And the white's gonna get some red fuzzies, and the red's gonna get some white fuzzies. this white here, this red. Where is this red? Just trying to find its home. Which section does it go in? Kind of just fluffing them. That's looking cool. So we need a white one here. So we're gonna need we're gonna need 4 more pieces of the white. If you haven't made any of these are fun. They're fun to make. People love them at the craft shows. They can get pricey if you don't get your yarn on sale. Like I said, this will be hard to like keep fluffed in a row. So I think to keep my sanity, because you still have your hat brim and you kind of still see the edge. I don't know if you can see it. You can still kind of see the edge, because if you're going to put this over, it's going to end up being, oops, off to the side. Do I put a 1-piecer in there or a 2-piece? We can see what the 1-piece looks like and go from there. How about that? I used, this was expensive. So this, I got this on sale. This is a, how big is it? 6.4 ounces. And usually I only use 7 ounces. So I don't know. I must have been crazy putting these in. Maybe in the centers I have to go watch my own video and see, right? But like I said, if you're not getting your yarn on sale, they can be pretty pricey. I mean, so just that was like 10 something. You know, and then you have your blue. Oops. What am I doing here? I don't know. What am I doing? Just so it gives a little more red definition on the side. I know you can't see, but I think that just gives it a little more red on the side. Could have almost put 2 under his nose. In. So that pretty much is the gnome itself. I think it looks super cute. I think this might be one of my favorites. I don't know. We will see. So So now we're going to decorate the hat. Okay. I wanted to come back on here. I did some changes. First thing I did instead of the one piece under the nose, I did two. So I took the one piece out and I did a two piece. And I felt that in here was kind of bulky. So what I did, since the red is kind of thinner than the white seemed really super bulky. I took this white, and instead of doing two pieces in each, I only did one. Same with this side. I took out the two pieces of each of the white and only replaced it with just one each. So that's the changes that I made. So now we're going to work on the hat. So I have my white stars. So I was going to put stars on them, and then I asked my family, I said, hey, how about if I put tulle on the back of them? So they kind of like the tulle behind the stars. So I have a couple pieces already made. So obviously we'll do less stars. So if you want, you could just hot glue your pipe cleaner right on the back and you can just put stars on. So since now we're going to have the tulle behind it, we're probably going to end up only putting like 4 pieces. Because the tulle's going to take up some real estate. Or maybe I put the tulle on large pieces and maybe we could just stick some regular ones in there too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to glue them to the yarn, because in that way, if you don't like it, you can remove it. So what I have, the tulle that I used was tulle that you get from the Dollar Tree. And I just found me a piece of wood or something. The width is like 5 inches. So I did 2 pieces each, but I also cut them in half. So I only need to do 2 pieces here, because when I cut these in half, it's going to give me the 4 pieces that I need. You could have a piece of cardboard or whatever. This is what I found. This is what I had. Handy dandy. Your edge may be a little crooked, whatever. You can trim it up. So then I just took my pieces and I folded those in half as well. So you are with this is 6 inches long and these are like 3 inches. So you just stack them on top of each other. Let's get some pipe cleaners. I just third my pipe cleaner. So I just kind of did it in thirds. So if you stack the 2 on top of each other, we're just going to scrunch up the middle. So you kind of have a ruffled look. Put our pipe cleaner. I'm going to pull them this way just so I can see that they're kind of even. And then twist as tight as you can. And then I just kind of had one overlap the other, so it kind of looks like a rosette, I guess. You know, and here, if you want to, maybe this one over top of that one. You know, if you want to trim up your loose ends, you can just go around and trim. And then we're going to get a painted star. I'm going to put a little glue here in the middle. And just stick my star in the middle. Be careful in case the glue goes through the mesh on the other side, or the tulle. Just hold it in place for a little bit. And you can see, okay, do you need to trim anything off? But that's all we're going to do. Cut them at about 5 inches, 6 inches. We're just going to, and then you cut them in half again, scrunch up the middle. Make sure you're in the middle. If you want, you can overlap them here before you tighten it. And then do as tight as you can. See, like this looks crazy over here. Just trim it up. And we got one more large star. Put our glue. Get our star. Make sure they're overlapped. So that will help put it in place as well. And where this looks like it's like a so I do know I want one up here. And if you have the glue strings, remember, use your hair dryer. I kind of want it like on a crossbar or something. So you want it to be able to hold your pipe cleaner. So you just fill around. You know, if you want, you can use a longer pipe cleaner. There's some right in there. Okay. Whew, that was difficult, huh? So, you know, we want our star to be facing up and down. So then you just twist, and what's nice is then you can just roll that back up into the yarn. Little fuzzies. Fill a bar here. We have a lot of yarn back here. Just, you know, make sure you want how you want your star facing. Because you cut the pipe cleaners, they're sharp. So they're attaching themselves to the bulky yarn. Flip that under there. Here's still our hanger. Oh, we can put one here and one down here. Snagged it all. Okay. Let's flip that over. How do we like that? trying to look in the camera. We add some little ones in there. Or is that going to be too much? I'm going to leave it like it is. I may try to move this one. I don't know. Because I feel these two are close and I got a big open space here. So if I move this one up maybe to right there. There. But here's our patriotic gnome. I think he turned out so cute. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.